Hey out there, and welcome. I'm Kate, and this is going to be an only what you need practice. What does that mean? I don't know, but I think we'll figure it out as we go. I was reading the other day a short snippet by Mark Nepo, who is a writer and poet and has this great book called The Book of Awakenings. And anyway, he talks about this idea of putting down all of the ideas of who we think we are, putting down our roles as mother, father, sister, brother, son, daughter, whatever it may be, and just being with what's left. And I love that idea. I think that yoga is a great practice to show you that you need only carry what you need and not all of the other junk. So find what you need for your practice today. We're going to start sitting, so if you want to find a cushion or a blanket, a couple of blocks, if you like to practice with them, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get moving. All right, so we're going to start in a comfortable seat. You can sit in Sukhasana with your legs crossed, like I have. You can sit ankle on top of ankle. You can sit in Vajrasana with your shins on the mat and sitting on your heels. Whatever works for you. If laying down is better, then, do what you need, right? So close your eyes. And wherever you are, start to settle in. To feel the weight of your body soften down. To feel the ground underneath you and the support that rises up to meet you here. And start to enjoy your breath. Your inhale, your exhale. And maybe before we start, you can think about all of the roles that you play in your life, your career, your roles at home, within your family, with your friends. Think about all of the hats that you juggle, all of the cloaks that you put on and take off during the day. And see if you can take a moment here where you are steady in your breath and anchored to the ground to start to take some of those hats, those cloaks, whatever they are, and put them to the side. Put down those things that you carry, those roles that you play. And allow yourself to get comfortable with what's left. The you that is left at the core of all of that. Beyond label and beyond roles. Mark Nepo has this wonderful thing about listening to the wind in your veins. The energy that's left. The power that remains. So give yourself a moment here after putting it all down to listen to the wind in your veins. And from here, if you are on the ground, laying down, you're going to slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat with as little as effort as you can, and you're going to meet us here. And take a breath in, and when you exhale, you're going to let your chin drop to your chest. And feel your shoulder blades start to shuffle in toward each other. So those muscles in your upper back can fire just a bit without too much strain. And then shake your head a little bit side to side. And when you inhale, roll your right ear up over your right shoulder. Give your head a little shake there. And on your exhale, roll back down through center, chin to chest. And inhale, come on up to the other side. Same deal, give your head a little shake when you get there. And then roll back down through center and come on up to that right side one more time. And we're just gonna hover here. Feel your right shoulder relax. Feel the weight of your left shoulder pull down gently, giving you a little more space through that left side of your neck. And if you want to, you can take your right hand to the side of your head, right above your ear, and add a little bit more stretch. You're like your fingertips down onto the mat with that left hand, and without leaning or shifting your weight, start to walk your left fingertips just out to the left until you feel maybe a slight pull, not only through the side of your neck, but through your upper arm. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're going to release your chin to your chest, hands to your lap. And your next inhale, roll your left ear up over your left shoulder. Same deal here. Feel your left shoulder relax. And then let the weight of your right shoulder give you even more stretch through that right side of your neck. And then if you want, left hand to the side of your head. You can increase the depth of the stretch. And then right fingertips are going to come to the mat right outside your hips. Start to walk them away to the right. Until maybe you're just on the ghost of your fingertips. And maybe the pull is in a completely different space on this side. Whew. Take a breath. And then slowly you're going to drop it down, chin to chest. Take your hands to your lap, and for a moment just let your head shake a little bit side to side. Okay, you're going to keep your head bowed. Interlace your fingers and take your hands to the base of your skull. And then let your elbows drop in toward your ears. And this is, the only what you need class. So only give the weight of your hands to the depth of the stretch that you want to give, right? So you can keep your hands kind of light, or you can let them sink down into the back of your head. We're just going to breathe here. And keeping your head bowed, you're going to start to lift your elbows up. So the muscles fire a little differently through your upper shoulders and across your back. And with your head still bowed, just gently start to lift your head into your hands. Just a tiny movement. On your next inhale, you're going to keep the hands where they are, keep those elbows bent, but lift your head. Start to lean your head back into your hands. Feel those elbows splay a little bit more, and then lift into your chest, making space across the front of your body through your collarbones, maybe through those upper ribs. Inhale, and when you exhale, we're going to curl in. Drop your elbows toward your ears, around your upper back, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your chest, spread your elbows, lift, 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 lift. Then exhale, we're going to close it right back in, like we're going back to sleep. One more, wake up. And exhale, curl it in. On your next inhale, we're going to come back into that awake position. And then lift a little bit more through your left elbow. Feel your right elbow drop toward the floor. You can play with what kind of head position feels good on your neck. And keep your left hand where it is at the base of your skull, and take your right hand down to the floor. Palm, fingertips, whatever works. You're going to start to draw that elbow in toward your ear. So now you're kind of hugging in. So that tricep comes in too, and then start to lean back here. Feel that left side sitting bone push down. And then lift your elbow off of your head again. So we're back in our kind of first position. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're going to round in. Elbow is going to cross over toward your right knee. Inhale, open up. You can gaze up. Exhale, curl it back in. Kind of taking it into a roundy twist. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, curl it underneath. Inhale, come back through the middle. Right hand's going to come back beside your head. And now you're going to let those fingers interlace again. Drop your left elbow, reach up through that right elbow, making some space underneath your armpit. And then you can take your left hand onto the floor, curl that tricep in towards your ear, and let that hand rest right at the base of your skull. And you're just gonna kind of lean your head back into your arm there. Feel the front of your left hip kind of push forward just a little bit. Then let your elbow open up again, inhale. And exhale, curl in so that elbow crosses back toward your right or your left arm. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, gonna roll it back in. One more, open it up. And then cross it over. And and open it back up. Come back through the middle one more time. Fingers interlaced behind your head. There's kind of a pattern here. Maybe you're seeing it. Sit up nice and tall, and you're just going to twist yourself to the right. Start to use your core muscles a bit here. Inhale through the middle, and exhale, let that twist happen over to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, you're going to twist once again to the right. This time drop your left hand across to your right knee and take your right hand behind you. You can use your hands to create a little more depth in your twist. Inhale back through the middle. Maybe your hands come behind your head. Exhale, we're going to twist over to the left. Drop that right hand across, left hand behind, and ring it out on this side. That's it. Inhale, bring yourself back through the middle, and you can release your hands if you've done that again, and just kind of roll out your shoulders like you're dancing to some music. Maybe you are dancing to some music, and then you can roll them forward or in the other direction. Okay, ready? Table. We were sitting there for a little while, so once you get into table, if you need to kind of walk out the backs of your legs for a second, you can 100% do that. Okay, here we go. Now from here, you're gonna tuck your toes under. I'm sorry. Sit your hips back on your heels. And just start to walk your hands forward. So we're in this kind of toe tucked child's pose. If the toe tuck absolutely kills you, then untuck your toes. It's all good. Then from here, you're gonna pop up onto your fingertips and just let your upper arms lift away from the floor, but feel the weight of your chest and your head start to drop down between the two. Take a breath here. Making some space in your feet, your shoulders, upper arms. All right, and now from here, you're gonna just kind of gaze forward. We're still down here in this toe tucky extended child's pose, but start to pull your chest toward your thumbs. Inhale, like we're coming into a cobra. And when you exhale, you're gonna push into your fingertips around your upper back. Curl your chin in. Inhale, draw your chest forward toward your thumbs. Think cobra. Exhale, curl it in round. One more of those. Inhale, you're gonna stretch it forward. This time when you exhale, plant your palms, and we're gonna downward facing dog by just undoing those legs. Unfolding, that's the correct word. So unfold your legs, find your downward facing dog, and it could be a really kind of moving dog here, whatever you need. All right, here we go. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Keep those toes tucked, hips back to your heels. Little child's pose, same deal. Inhale, come up through table. Exhale, chest and chin move forward, elbows hug. Gonna do a little push up. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more of those, ready? Inhale, roll it forward into plank. Exhale, drop your knees, hips to your heels. Child's pose. Inhale, forward through table. Exhale, chest and chin move forward, little push up. Inhale it up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warming up fast. One more. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, knees to the mat, hips to your heels. Inhale, forward into table. Chest and chin, lowered into that little half chaturanga. Inhale it up. Exhale, downward facing dog, pull it back, and take a moment here. Kind of feel that warmth building in the upper back, for your shoulders, maybe into your hands. Okay, inhale, float your right leg up, stretch it back. I'm gonna keep that leg lifted, just pull up gently through that heel, come high onto the ball of your left foot. Then bend your right knee. You can stack that right hip open. Try to keep your shoulders square. You can drop down toward the heel of that left foot. Inhale, square it off, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, you're gonna pull it in round. Inhale, kick it back.
You're gonna exhale, pull your knee in toward your chest, and then cross your right leg in front of your left. Like we were gonna come into an eagle pose. Bend both knees, send your hips back. Inhale, straighten that left leg, kick the right leg back behind, down dog split. And when you exhale, this time you're gonna step that right foot up between your thumbs, help it along if you need, and then drop your left knee. All right, Anjaneyasana, press into your right foot. Inhale, rise up. Now take your left elbow and bend it so you can walk the fingertips down the middle of your upper back. Grab a hold of that elbow with your right hand. Keep the low belly kind of zipped in and up, and then pull gently with that right hand. Give yourself a lean over to the right side. Inhale, reach it back up through the middle. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, rock forward. This time, exhale, knees, chest and chin. You can glide it forward into a baby cobra. Feel the heads of your arm bones lift away from the mat. Toenails click down, inhale. Exhale, release your forehead. Press into your hands. Child's pose, slide your hips back to your heels for a second. Let your elbows drop to the mat. Let the weight of your head sink down. If you want to stack your fists or put your forehead on a block if that feels better. Take a moment to just kind of let your body plop into the floor. All right, here we go. Second side. Gonna come on up. Downward facing dog, pull it up and stretch it back. We're gonna float your left leg up. Nice deep breath here. Try to keep that left heel lifting, fire up the hamstring on that left side, then come high onto the ball of your right foot. Root your hands into the mat and feel that lift through the left heel. That might not feel like a big giant thing, and it might not be a big giant thing. Pretty sure mine's not. That's all good. Just to elongate a little bit here. Then you're gonna bend your left knee, stack your hip. You can let your right heel start to sink down toward the mat, but don't let your right shoulder sink. Not in this one. Keep the right shoulder lifted. Inhale, square it off. Kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, pull it in and around. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, you're gonna draw this knee in, cross it over in front of your right leg, and then bend your right knee. Send your sitting bones up and back. A little squatty, down dog eagle. Then straighten your right leg, kick your left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot up between the thumbs. Drop your back knee. Press into your left foot. Inhale, rise up. Anjaneyasana. Soften your shoulders. You're gonna bend that right elbow. Walk your fingertips down the upper back. Grab a hold of your right elbow with that left hand, and then you can take that same lean. Tailbone long. Feel where the front of your right thigh can almost kind of lengthen out of your waist and down into the mat. Inhale, back up through the middle. Exhale, take your hands to the mat. Step it forward this time. Uttanasana. And give yourself a moment here in Uttanasana if you need a block underneath your hands. If you need to bend your knees. Give yourself a moment to start to power down through the four corners of your feet. If that means your legs still don't want to straighten, don't force it, right? You don't need to force it. And this is our only what you need practice. So let yourself be. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet, inhale, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, reach it up. When you exhale, you're gonna dive right back over your legs and fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift, find that length. And downward facing dog, we're gonna take it back again. Inhale, float your right leg up, stretch it back, bend your knees, stack your hip. Oh, keep that left shoulder lifted. Yes, all right, square it off. Inhale, knee to nose as you exhale, pull it in. Inhale, kick it back. We're gonna do that same cross-leggy thing, right? So draw your right knee in, Take it over on top of the left. Bend your knees, sink your hips back a little bit. And then straighten your left leg, swing your right leg back. Inhale. When you exhale, step forward, find warrior one. Settle those feet. And then rise up. Okay. Kind of shift and settle how you need to. If the feet need to widen out, or you need to shorten or widen your stance, whatever it might be. Get your legs set, low belly lifted. You're gonna take your hands, interlace your fingers, you guessed it, behind your head. Feel the tops of your shoulders soften down, and you can kind of press a little bit the back of your head into your hands. Why not? Feel strong and steady here. All right, so from here, this is a little bit challenging, so if we wibble wobble, it's okay. Gonna shift your weight onto your right foot, and we're gonna come forward. Drag your left knee in, and we're gonna twist that right elbow toward your left knee. It doesn't have to go near it, just kind of a twist toward it. And then when you inhale, you're gonna come back. Exhale, step it back, warrior one. We're gonna do 2 more of those. Kind of slow, steady, you can break it down with your breath. Gonna press into that right foot. Inhale, lift your left knee in. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale, back through the middle. And exhale, step it back, warrior one. Okay, same thing again. One more time. Come on forward, drag your knee in. When the exhale comes, you're gonna find that twist. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, step it back, warrior one. And then reach your arms up. And on your next exhale, open. Find warrior two. And from here, you're just gonna take a second, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, kind of feel the shoulders soften out as you drag your knuckles down, lift up into your chest. Maybe let your head go a little bit side to side. All right, and then warrior two with those arms. If they're feeling tired, you can always bring your hands to your hips. It's all good. Here we go. Now take your hands, interlace your fingers, bring them behind your head. And when you inhale, we're gonna kind of reverse warrior, let that right elbow come on up. When you exhale, right elbow is gonna drop down and maybe tap toward your knee. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale through your warrior two, and exhale, tap that elbow to your knee. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, reverse it. Inhale up. Exhale, reverse. Let that elbow drop towards your knee, and then find your side angle. Right forearm on the top of your thigh. Stretch this left arm long. Feel your whole side body lengthen from the outer edge of that left foot all the way into your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, you're gonna windmill that left hand down. Right hand comes next to it, step back. Find your plank. Deep breath here. And then drop your knees. Chest and chin. Baby Cobra, inhale. Exhale, release, press into your hands. Slide your hips back. Find another child's pose. Your elbows can drop. Feel your shoulders soften. And give yourself a moment to relax. All right, one more round. Just like that on the other side. Here we go. Come on up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hip. Give yourself a moment here. Keep that right shoulder lifting. Inhale, you're gonna square it off, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, round it in. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee in toward your chest, and you're gonna cross it over, right? You can do our little eagle legs. Bend that right leg, push into your hands, drag your hips back. Oh, I like that so much. All right, and then straighten your right leg, kick the left leg into down dog split. And when you exhale, you're gonna step it forward, warrior one this time. All right, here we go. All right, you're gonna bring your hands, interlace your fingers behind your head. Here we go. Low belly lifted. Keep your feet nice and rooted for a moment here.
All right, notice if your shoulders have started to travel up toward your ears. Maybe you can soften the upper shoulders. It's possible. Okay, here we go. We're gonna shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale, drag your right knee in. Exhale, we're just gonna go for that twist. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, warrior one. Okay, here we go. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, give yourself that twist. Inhale, back through the middle. And exhale, step back, warrior one. One more. Inhale, right knee into your chest. Exhale, twist. Oh, inhale, back through the middle. Almost had it. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, take your arms and reach them up. And exhale, warrior two. And once you hit your warrior two, give yourself a second. Let your arms go spaghetti on you. Maybe interlace your fingers behind your back. Drag your knuckles down. Oh. Give yourself a second to stretch into those shoulders. And then inhale, float your arms up. Here we go, we're in our warrior two. Last time, you're gonna interlace your fingers behind your head. Yes, all right. And then let that left elbow draw yourself up. We'll reverse your warrior. Inhale up through your warrior two. Exhale, left elbow is gonna sail down toward your left knee. Inhale, come on back up, warrior two. And exhale, reverse that warrior. Inhale up through. And exhale, drop your elbow toward your knee. Inhale it back up, nice strong core. And exhale, lean it back. One more, come on back up. And then dip it down. Oh, back up through warrior two, strong belly, and reverse it. One more tap down. This time we're gonna actually hit side angle. Once you get that elbow down, take your forearm to the top of your thigh. Stretch your right arm alongside your ear. Feel the inner edge of your right leg lift. And sink a little deeper into that left thigh. Full breath. Exhale, windmill that right hand down. Left hand down, step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees. Chest and chin come all the way down onto your stomach. And for a moment here, you're gonna drop onto your forehead or your chin, whatever works. And start to kind of stretch those legs back behind you. Okay. And then from here, interlace your fingers behind your head. Legs rooted down. While your forehead or your chin is still on the mat, feel your elbows lift up. So those muscles on your upper back are already firing. Press down through your pubic bone, down through your legs. Inhale, curl it up. Makrasana here, a little alligator pose. Crocodile? Oh, I can't remember. Maybe it's crocodile. Feel those elbows lift, upper back fires, inhale. And when you exhale, you can relax your forearms onto the mat. Come onto one cheek, bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs. And let your feet drop to the floor. Take a moment here to rest. And then you're gonna take your gaze over to the other side. Come onto your other cheek. Maybe sway your hips a little bit. Come back to your breath. And then from here, you're just gonna roll onto your back. And give yourself a moment, draw your knees in, and you can rock a little bit side to side here. Maybe take your knees wide, lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor. And if you want to twist, you can take your knees, drop them over to the right, slide your gaze over to the left. I always find this is one of my favorite ways to kind of wind down. Just a nice twist. And then back up through the middle. You're gonna let your knees fall the other side. Feel that right shoulder sink. You can spin your head to the right. Then back up through the middle, and one more time, drag those knees in, maybe a happy baby if you feel like You need a little extra before you lay down. Give a little more release to your low back. That's it. And then let yourself stretch out. Let your arms relax out of the sides. If you're feeling like you need a little more kind of chest opening, a little more shoulder opening, you can always interlace your fingers behind your head and take your rest there. It's not as quote unquote restful maybe if you're tight, which I am, but maybe it feels good. Something a little different. Wherever you land, feel yourself soften, relax. And breathe. And you are free to stay here as long as you'd like, but when you're ready, you're going to start to move your fingers, your toes. Once you welcome those subtle, smaller movements back, you can draw your knees in and come to rest on one side. And take a moment here and pause in this place between Shavasana and the rest of your day to take a deep breath. And when you feel ready to re-enter into the world, press into the strength of your arms and come on up and settle for a moment in a comfortable seat. Until your shoulders relax, sitting bones root down, let the crown of your head and your heart lift. Bring your palms to press into Anjali Mudra and take a moment to bow your head and to honor this time on your mat, this 30 minutes that you've spent, to honor your body and your breath, and to honor all of those roles that you play, for good and for bad. Honor them all, the hats that you wear, the cloaks that you don, right? But then give yourself a moment to honor the person underneath all that, the you that is you without all of those labels, and honor your courage and your strength to continue to be you without all the trappings of everything else. Thanks for showing up, guys, and thanks for practicing with me. I look forward to practicing with you again. Drop a comment below, like, subscribe, check out my videos, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys. Make it a great day.